Welcome back to my YouTube channel. You're sitting on a windowsill, and I'm going to tell you why, even in this crazy 2021 real estate market where prices are soaring up, why it's still so incredibly important that you connect with a local expert real estate agent and buy a friggin' house. Stop renting. Just buy a house. I'm going to tell you why. All right, y'all, I'm sitting in my son Thomas's room. My daughter is napping. He is napping. I'm going to keep this as short as possible because there may be a moment that neither are napping. And so we need to get rolling. So DFW market, it's crazy. You either go to a new construction builder and you're contracting on a inventory home. If there's an inventory home even available, y'all, new construction builders used to have like 10, 15 on hand at all time that you could just like walk in and put your recliner and your TV and you were good to move in. Now homes are getting bought at sheetrock state. Like, it's insanity. Builders are not able to write contracts on lots because they are so crazy backed up. It's just a lot. And the new construction prices are going up. Reasons being, lumber's up 180%. It's March 24th right now, 2021. So lumber is up 180%. Building materials are having all these crazy delays, like 6 months out delays, to the point where people that had picked certain finishes have to go back to the design studio and like repick their exterior brick and redo like whatever countertops because it's not coming in time to close on time. Because of all these delays, builders are having like really high carrying costs that they're having to pay for, because there's a lot involved that the builder and the developer is paying for while your home is being built before you actually contract on it and you have your closing and funding. Plus, people are like swarming because they're trying to get out of the crazy pre-owned market to just get into a freaking house and not be in a bidding war. People from the pre-owned market, they're going in with their real estate agent. A house is on the market for $225, and in order to get chosen, you could have a conventional buyer that offers $10,000 over, does a partial appraisal waiver, which means that they're writing a waiver that's saying from the list price to whatever we said that we're going to pay for the house, there's no negotiation wherever the bank comes and the appraiser comes and says the house is worth. So say, for instance, it's listed at $225, you contract to $235, and you did a partial waiver, and the house only appraised for $225, that means you bring $10,000 to closing and there's no negotiating. I mean, according to the contract, you can't negotiate. I will still try to negotiate, and I've done that for my clients, and I've gotten a little pittance of cash, but like, ain't nobody gonna drop the price, because you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna say, fine, forget you, I'm gonna put it back on the market, I'm gonna get 50 more offers, half of them are gonna be all cash, and I'm gonna close and still get my money. So if it's not gonna be to you, it's gonna be to someone. It is a seller's market. But that still means it's a time to buy a house. It's a time to buy a house. And you're like, McKenna, why would I overspend on a house? First of all, it's not overspending, okay? When a house is listed at a certain price, that's the list price. When people come in and they bid up the home, the housing market is dictated by the buyers and by the supply and demand. So when everyone is swarming and trying to buy this house, that means the house price has gone up. Now, the problem is the appraisers can't keep up. Appraisers look at like the last 6 months of what has sold in a half-mile radius with a certain bedroom, bathroom, and a certain range of square footage. And then they look at the like it's a C1 to C5 scale. A C1 is like a brand new construction build, and a C5 is like pretty much tear down. So homes, they get graded. So the appraisers can't keep up because homes and the demand of homes, like from December to January. I showed my clients homes that were selling in December, and they were maybe going like at list, maybe a couple $1,000s less than list, or $5,000 over. Now in January, February, March, you don't even have a prayer unless you go over and have all of the correct terms, like 0 option period, meaning you have no option to like walk away from the contract without losing your earnest money. you know, as long as everything else in the contract goes ahead and you get your financing and whatnot. But I really hope that at this point, I'm not talking over anybody's head, and I'm sorry if I am. I'm sitting here because I'm talking to so many people that are renting. And this video is pretty much to the renters who are watching all of this go down, and they're renting. If you're renting from anywhere from $1,400 and above, like, you should be buying, because you know what's happening is we're seeing a huge shift in the DFW market. We're supposed to double in size from now until 2040, meaning that everybody that lives here, if you basically just like double whoever lives here, that's who's going to be living here in 2040, which means we ain't got enough houses, which means when there's inventory low, when the supply is low, the demand is high, the price is high. It's basic economics. So when you continue to rent, you're paying someone else's mortgage, because you are paying a mortgage. Actually, you're paying a mortgage plus some, because there has to be profit. There has to be profit margins, because when you move, they have to like be able to fix up the carpet and paint, and you know, when Rover eats the trim, they got to replace that. And then there's got to be money in the pocket. Otherwise, why are they doing this? So when you are paying $1,800 a month, likely that mortgage is like $1,600 or less. So why aren't you buying a house? But I'm telling you, if you don't buy a house soon, all the prices are soaring. So the people that are like, oh, I'm going to buy in a year, I'm going to buy in 2 years, that carrot keeps dangling further and further ahead. You know, somebody can get a hold of me today and say, oh, I'm saving for a down payment. I'm going to save another $5,000 so I can buy that $250,000 house next year. All right, but next year that house is not going to be worth $250,000. The house is going to be worth $270,000, $275,000, $290,000, $300,000. I don't even know, guys. That's how crazy it is down here with housing prices. So doesn't it make more sense to go ahead, get your credit straight, get your debt to income right, and if you got the income, buy a freaking house? Because you know what? Instead of paying someone else's mortgage, you can pay your own mortgage. And even if it's not your forever home, you can start investing in yourself. When you're putting money into your down payment, you're essentially taking it out of your savings account. You're putting it into your house account. So it's not liquid cash that you can like spend at Starbucks, which boohoo, that's sad. I really like my pink drink. Hashtag not sponsored. But you're putting it into your house account, so you're investing in yourself. It's kind of like a no-brainer to me, especially if you have all the things. Now, one thing I get told by people is like, well, I don't want to buy a house right now because what I'm going to get a pre-approved for, or where I need my monthly, you know, mortgage payment to be, it doesn't give me the house that I want. Well, first of all, we need to kind of like gauge expectations, because housing prices are going up, you know. But how are you going to even be able to begin climbing the real estate ladder if you don't step on the bottom rung? So you got to do the things today to secure that dream house in the future, because that dream house that's like a $500,000 house, that's the one I'm saving up for. Yeah, you're going to keep saving for it, and every single year that's going to go up and up in price. In fact, there's a house, Drees Homes, custom builder, beautiful home. I toured at one of their inventory homes back last fall, and it was listed in the high fives, like 570 something. I'd have to go look at my paperwork. I went and looked at their inventory home, $749,000, $990,000. Like $175,000 more for this house. So if that was your dream home, and you're like, oh, I'm going to save up a little bit more, so like it just went $175,000 ahead. The only way you're going to catch up unless you win the lottery is by investing in real estate. And then in 5 years, when that home naturally appreciates, you cash out with me as your real estate agent here in DFW. You cash out, you take that equity and you put it into the next house. And maybe you buy 2 or 3 houses before you get to the big $700,000 house. But there ain't no way in heck you're going to be able to get to this point without starting at the ladder. So stop renting. This market is crazy. That's why you have really amazing trusted advisors that you can trust, that are going to help you guide you through this whole entire process. But you have to start investing in yourself today. Like, way to go to the buy and hold investors. I actually have some buy and hold investors that I've worked with, and I'm helping them purchase properties. And like, I'm going to buy my own future properties because I'm going to be a buy and hold investor, because it's a great way in which to make money. Ain't no shame in my game, but like, it should just be a stepping stone. It shouldn't be this thing that you just, like, you can get comfortable and you kind of just stay there. So a lot of people I talk to that they're renting homes and they're fixing things up because it's not up to their liking. So they're spending money on somebody else's house. Like, stop doing that. Put that money into your pocket. Call me as your real estate agent. You got stimulus checks. It's tax season. You're getting back what is that called? A tax refund. You're getting back a tax refund. Like, put it to good use. Put it towards your house. Instead of paying a security deposit or sometimes a double security deposit for last month's rent. Oh gosh, you're bringing a dog. Now you're going to have a $500 non-refundable. Oh, we're going to charge you $25 a month for rent. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. The market is crazy. I mean, talk to me if you feel like it's unattainable, and we will run the numbers. And we're going to create a plan, because is your plan that you're going to contract in a house tomorrow? I sure hope so. Because every single day the numbers are going up in housing. So I need to get you in as low as possible so you can buy in, so that way you can ride the train instead of watching that train pass you by. Y'all, it's not going to slow down. So if you've got the credit, if your debt to income is where it needs to be, if you have an income that we can buy even a starter home, even if it's not your dream home, like, buy the freaking house. I had somebody that he wanted to buy a house over a Graham Hart home, and it was $380,000. That same exact home to build it now is $450,000. That was like in July, and it's March. What if they would have bought that house at $380,000? Instead, we're like waiting. Stop waiting. Like, it gives me like anxiety inside of me whenever I get inventory home lists with prices, and then I get a text message, because I have that kind of relationship with these builders agents. I get a text message 3 days later saying, hey, if you got anybody for those homes, let me know, and let me know by Sunday at 11:59 p.m. because if you wait until Monday at 12 o'clock a.m., you know what's going to happen? It's going to go up $5,000. It's going to go up $16,000. It's going to go up $24,000. By the way, that's a true story. Hashtag true facts. So anyway, that's my rant for the day. I'm so frustrated because I know a lot of real estate agents, like, when we say just buy a house, it comes off like commission breath. Commission breath meaning like, oh God, buy a house so I can make money. That's not what this is about. Yes, I make money. It's my profession, but it's also my job to know the market and be that financial advisor when it comes to real estate. And I'm telling you, like, you're watching the train pass you by. And if you are going to eventually buy, you're going to buy at a much higher rate versus the people that bought 5 years ago in a way better position than they are right now. But you got to get on the train today, so in 5 years, those people can look back at you and say, "Oh my gosh, I missed the train. I almost changed transportation methods instead of missed the boat." I'm very passionate about this. So anyhow, get a hold of me. I'm a DFW real estate agent. I service all of DFW as well as the surrounding areas. New construction I can do throughout the entire state of Texas. If you like me and you're like, oh my gosh, I wish McKenna was my real estate agent, which I know you do, get a hold of me and I can help you find a real estate agent that's gonna, carry that same passion and have the same level of transparency. You gotta go for it, guys. Because, people that I was helping last year that I was like, here, buy this $200,000 house. And they said, let me wait. Guess what? The house is now $240,000. Nothing's different about the house. It's just the way the market has gone and because the scarcity of material. And this is where we are, $40,000 more expensive. Stop, sit around, get going. If you'd like more videos on this topic, let me know. I'd be happy to make them for you. I will get my life together and get my son's room put back together, but I'm a real estate agent. I am a mom. I am closing business. Housekeeping is not my strong suit. Here's Thomas. There's your reward for listening to my ranting. Like, comment, subscribe, all the things. I want to hear from you. If you're thinking about EXP, I don't know what I was gonna say. I'm tired. If you're thinking about EXP and you're thinking about becoming an EXP real estate agent, get a hold of me, because I'd love to help you on the process and break it all down and all the things. So that's all I got on that subject. Have a nice day. Talk to you soon, guys. Bye.